Alright, training vlog part 1. You guys get to meet Guapo. That is the neighbor dog across the street. Loves to come to try to seduce our Goldie. Alright, I'm actually just pulling up to the gym right now. We've been in the car a total of less than 2 minutes.
Coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with.
Hey guys, my name's Devin, and I'm really excited for you to join me on my journey through this Olympic weightlifting training process. If you're here, it's probably because you're just beginning in Olympic weightlifting too. I understand how daunting this journey can be. And ultimately, I want this series to serve as not only a vlog series, but ultimately we want to shed some insight on some of the pitfalls that beginners like myself may face when they're getting started in the sport and when they start to grow into the aspiration of competing. Now, there's a couple things that I want to touch on. Is we first have the idea of health-related fitness versus skill-related fitness. I want to make clear that Olympic weightlifting is not something that you can go in with the intention of coming out being a physique competitor, okay? There's a different set of energy systems that we're training that are unique to the sport. And that goes for any sport. We cannot train like a bodybuilder and expect to be successful in Olympic weightlifting. So the first thing in understanding how you can really get involved in this sport and how you can advance yourself and optimize your efficiency in the related movements, clean and jerk and snatch, is realizing that it comes down to specializing, or this aspect known as specificity. We are looking at Olympic weightlifting as a skill-related fitness venture. So what do these aspects entail? We're looking at developing intermuscular coordination and increased proprioception, so body awareness, reaction time, power, things that go outside the realm of health, right? Health is just how efficient our body is and how it relates to our mortality. Now, when we're looking at skill-related fitness, we don't always consider health-related fitness. Those are not the same thing. Just because somebody is highly skilled in their sport does not mean they're healthy. So a prime example would be 300-pound linemen in the NFL. Skill-related fitness is high, health-related fitness is low. That's not what I'm here to talk about in this particular video, though, as I'm here to really shed some light on the process of getting better in the sport of Olympic weightlifting. And a lot of it really came down to trial and error, much like any other sport that you get involved in without a ton of guidance. Now, I want to first say that my experience outside of getting involved as an aspiring competitor currently is I've fortunately had the opportunity to attend a USA weightlifting coaching clinic. So I had the opportunity to get certified. So I have my USA level 1. I am an ACE certified personal trainer and a sport performance coach. So I really do obsess over sport-related movement, not just Olympic weightlifting. My experience in sport has been, at a high level anyways, wrestling. I was a national competitor in wrestling, and I had a pretty good career there. And that really introduced me to a lot of the skill-related aspects behind our fitness and how it relates to sport. Being that I had to cut weight and I had to train my body to do some pretty crazy things I find that weightlifting is a unique sport in that I found out of trying many different sports that it relates to wrestling. And that's why I've really enveloped myself in this sport sense, is it's a very individual pursuit. Now, what is tough about an individual pursuit in this sport is it requires a lot of intrinsic motivation. And that's kind of like the internal drive that you may have. You can get a coach, and I would highly recommend everybody search for a coach when they're first getting started with Olympic weightlifting, because it is tough to understand the technical prowess of the lifts and to develop the positional strength that you need to be successful at loading weight over a long period of time here. Now, as these skills develop, we start to get to a point to where I'm at right now, to where I am looking to try to compete. That's where this Olympable process came in. I am nowhere near a Lasha or Ilya Ilum or any of these guys that are just moving heavyweight. I'm a beginner, much like you. And I am hungry to try to better myself each and every training session. Now, I incorporate a lot of my knowledge that I've gained not only as a trainer, as a coach, but also in my own pursuits of my own athletic ventures. I take a lot of my training ideology and I do my own programming as it relates to Olympic weightlifting. So I like to follow for myself personally an intuitive program, and I would not recommend this for beginning lifters. But somebody who's in the range or at least has high body awareness like I do, although I'm not in the sport or haven't been involved in the sport for many years, I do understand and know my body after having years involved with other sports. So I have that sport experience in my track record. And I'm very young. I just turned 23. So my potential, my phase potentiation is really high, right? And that's if I play my cards right and develop over the long term. Now, this series really is predicated on the fact that I've got one more go at being competitive in a sport, and my wrestling days are over. I do not think that I can get to a place to where my joints can handle the kind of stress that I was putting on them from wrestling. And also the demands of the sport are one that would be counterintuitive to my current job as a business owner, and also as somebody who's employed. So I wear a lot of different hats, and as somebody that really loves to train, and I know there's many of you out there that want to be competitive, that want to push the bar, and that are looking to be better than average. And I hear you. I'm in the same boat. I'm simply looking to continue to do what I love, to strive for better, and to hopefully along the way learn some new things that are going to help me become a harder person to kill. Now, as much as I love the idea of winning gold medals and getting on top of the podium again like I once did in my high school years, I have no aspirations of beating my body into the ground and forcing hard drugs and PEDs into my body to stay competitive. It's for this very reason that I continue to grind as much as I can, 5 to 6 days a week, being smart about my training, not just working hard, but working smart to stay in the game and develop over a long period of time. So join me in this process. Hopefully you guys can learn along the way, and I can help you clear up some of the confusion and hopefully help you become a better weightlifter as you get involved and develop in the sport. So I'll leave you with that for today. Thanks for joining me in this first video of our Olympable series. Hopefully you can drop us a like and subscribe to our channel to look forward to more of our episodes. So thanks again, and never forget, aspire to inspire.
Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win.